Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to MOG's Economics YouTube channel. So today we'll be looking at a pretty simple concept, but then if you don't know something, you don't know it, no matter how simple it appears. So today we'll be looking at the expenditure approach and one way the expenditure approach can be like discussed. So usually it's like sometimes it may come like this, sometimes it could be for you to solve equilibrium income, giving an expenditure function and all of that. But then once you understand the basic idea behind all of these things, behind the operations, once you understand the basic principles behind how this is operates, then it's not going to be a problem for you. So we have this question on the board. You have the year, different years. You have Y, C, A, B, I, and G. And the question says, fill in the missing gaps. That's question A. And question B says, explain in details the meaning of each of the variables in the table. So I think I should start from B, right? Of course, year. Year is just talking about time period. The year is not something that you are asked to explain. But Y is what you're asked to explain, which is the equilibrium income, right? So equilibrium income as a measure, it could be called equilibrium income or equilibrium output. So it is a measure of an economy's total output of currently produced goods and services, right, at a particular period of time. That is what Y is talking about. But why is that equilibrium? Because whenever Y is equal to C plus A plus B, whatever, it's an equilibrium Y. So it's called an equilibrium income, right? Then for C, which is consumption, that's the gross private domestic consumption. So it represents the expenditure of households on durable goods, non-durable goods, and services in a particular year, right? The expenditure of households on currently produced durable goods, non-durable goods, and services in a particular year. And A is what you call the autonomous consumption, right? Of course, before you even get to a class like this, you would have been introduced to a concept of consumption function, where C equals A plus BY. And so A there is the autonomous consumption, which is the consumption that households make, individuals and households make when income is zero, or the level of consumption expenditure that household incur when it is not yet earning an income. So here, if you say that let Y equals zero, C is just going to be equal to A, because BY is going to disappear, and then C will be equal to A. So A is called autonomous consumption. It is always a positive value, right? As you are, if you're a very young person and you're not within the labor force of your country, let's say your labor force is between 16 to 18 years old, and you're 15, for example. So the assumption is that okay, you've not started working, so your income, you've not started earning an income, but you're consuming, right? You're eating food, you're doing all of those things. So that is what drives your A to be a positive number. It cannot be zero. And by the time while you are consuming all of those things and you are not yet earning an income, we say that the way you're funding, what is helping you to fund A is the saving. That is, you are consuming a part of your future income, a part of the income you're going to earn in the future. You're already consuming. So it's like taking a loan from your future income to fund your A, which is your autonomous consumption. So it's a value that is positive, right? It is not negative and it is not zero. All right, then for B, we have B here. B is the marginal propensity to consume. It represents the change in consumption expenditure as a result of a change in income or the additional increment in consumption. Or let me just call it additional change because it could be increment or decrease. The additional change in consumption or the change in consumption expenditure or consumption spending as a result of an additional change in what do you call it, income. So how you measure that, that's two formulae. So the first one, B equals the C, the Y. So being the slope of the consumption function, we could say B equals 1 minus MPS, 1 minus the marginal propensity to save. Okay, again, you must have learned all of these things before coming into this class. Now, I is the investment expenditure, which is the spending of firms and businesses on the creation and the maintenance of capital stock in a given economy. So it is not money, right? It is not like it's not like money used to buy stock or something, right? So no, it's just talking about the spending of businesses or firms in creating and maintaining stock of capital in an economy. So the capital in that aspect is talking about fixed assets. It's talking about residential um, um, office buildings, that represents a capital. Fixed capital, you're talking about equipment, you're talking about softwares, you're talking about inventory. So all of those things are what we classify under investment spending, right, in economics and within the scope of expenditure and whatever we're doing in macroeconomics, like in this topic. Now, government spending, that is the spending of governments on the currently produced goods and services in a given economy at a particular period of time. All right, so government spend on a couple of things. Government could spend on um, government spend at different levels. So they spend at this federal level, the state level, and what else? State level and the local level, the local government level. So you have local government spending, state government spending, and the federal government spending. And then government spend on building things like airports, like roads. Government consumes things, they buy cars, all of those things. So that's that we classify under government expenditure, government spending. So I think with that, we're able to explain B. So the simpler one is actually A. Right, so how do we solve question A? We have missing items here, but like in the well, their formula that we are supposed to use, C equals A plus BY, and the second formula is Y equals C plus I plus G. This is an economy that is closed. If it were an open economy, we would have had NX. So it is either called a closed economy or a three-sector economy. One, two, three. So since we don't have NX, it's a three-sector economy. And if you have NX, which is export and import, talking about the activities of a country with foreign countries, that is going to be a four-sector economy. All right. So we're using this formula and this formula. So how do we get A here? We can use C equals A plus BY. C equals A plus BY. All right. So for us to get the A in this place, A of 2001, A of 2001. Okay, you'll be having what is C? C is 900 equals A plus B is 0.75, 0.75 Y. So from 0.75, then we know our Y. Y is 1,200, 1,200. So when we do this, this is going to give us 900. Um, so this is 900 and then A is 0. Theoretically speaking, A shouldn't be 0. I've explained it. Well, this is maths. Sometimes you just have things like that. The next, we don't have B, we don't have A. So for 2002, a way to get the B of 2002, B of 2002 is simply the C, the Y, changing C over changing Y. So 2002, so we are going to be doing, changing C is this minus this. So we have 1220, 1220 minus 900 divided by income is 1,800 minus 12. Change in income is 1,800 minus 1,200. Okay, so we have 320. 320 divided by 600, and that's going to give us 320 over 600. Where is it? 0.53. 0.53. So the MPC here is 0.53. So this simply means that if these consumers, if the income should change by 100%, right? 53% of that change will be spent on consumption, additional consumption. So if the income of, just do 0.53 times 100%, that's going to give us 53%. So if there's a change in income of 100%, let's say the income of an individual doubles from 100K to 200K. So the addition there is additional 100,000, 200,000 minus 100,000. So the addition is 100,000. So we are saying that 53,000 out of that 100,000 will be spent on additional consumption, while automatically saving 47,000 out of that additional income. So that's what this is talking about. So now that we know this, we can look for this, right? So in that case, C equals A plus BY again. So for A of 2002, we are going to be having C is known. C is 1,420. 1,420 equals, we don't know A plus, but we know B now, 0.53. into brackets 1,800. 1,800. So by the time you solve the whole thing out, A is going to give us where is it? A is going to give us, why did I put it in my calculator? 266. Yeah, A is going to give us 266. Alright, so here we have 266. 266, 320. So I believe that we can finish the rest. Alright, here we don't have our B, so just do changing C over changing Y again. So for 2003, B of 2003, B of 2003, so we're having C of 2003 minus C of 2002, right, divided by Y of 2003 minus Y of 2002. So this is the same as the C, the Y, so don't get confused. All right, so we are going to be having 1420 minus 1220, this minus this. Because there are some people that they just want to see you do it one after the other. 1420 minus 1220 divided by 2002 minus 1800. 2002 minus 1800. So we'll be having 200 divided by 400, and that will be 0.5. 200 divided by 400, that will be 0.5. So in this place, I get to be having 0.5. All right, so theoretically, the richer you become, if you look at it, Y is increasing. So theoretically speaking, the richer you become, the lower the MPC is going to be. The richer you become, the lower the MPC is going to be. I explained that in a video on theory of multiplier, on the multiplier. So I just check that out, and then that's going to like help you to understand more. So just finish the rest as an assignment. I already helped you with this. But I think I already helped you with this, but I think you should study more to broaden your understanding. So I've helped you with this, and then I've done a part of this. So like just finish the rest as an assignment. Thank you very much. So we'll complete our lesson next time on, I think, still on expenditure approach actually, or maybe income approach or whatever. So bye. Have fun. I'm tired.